So, Stephen A., you and Michael Bennett have gone back and forth this week, and Bennett responded again yesterday with this message in a tweet. Be patient. It's going to take a minute, folks. Despite your words, I want this interaction to be positive. We can agree on one thing. Voting is important, and I never said it wasn't. But it's too easy to talk on television and not get your hands dirty and do the real world. It's easy to divide people by playing on fears and lies instead of trying to highlight the hard work that athletes do in the community. I know by responding to you, I'm just making your job easier by giving you something else to yell about tomorrow. But you're spreading so much ignorance that it's hard to be silent. You tell us we don't know anything, but we stand alongside people who have dedicated their lives to try and make change. We're stepping out on our platform to make a real substantial impact while you play the clown. You say we don't know anything, yet we're the ones sitting down and talking with Angela Davis, John Carlos, and community activists you don't even know. These are people whose respect we care about a great deal more than someone who gets paid just to be loud. I've spent countless hours in minority communities, from orphanages in Haiti to juvenile detention centers in this country, building community gardens so our young people in food deserts without anywhere to buy a food other than a corner store have better nutrition. Please be a better person other than someone who is just all talk and no action. I encourage you to join me in person and checkbook and help build up our communities. Stephen A., what's your reaction to what Michael Bennett said there?
Well, first of all, it's unfortunate that he would be disrespectful and call me a clown. He comes across as very ill-informed in that regard, but that's neither here nor there. I'm a big boy. I can take it. That's what comes with the territory. Secondly, I would like to tell him I'm going to take him up on his offer anytime he wants me to. He wants me to join with him in contributing to the community in ways that we can help. I'm more than happy to do it. But allow me first to educate Mr. Michael Bennett about exactly who I am and what I've done. I've committed to hundreds of thousands of dollars for various causes throughout the years. That is a fact. We also know what I've dedicated to my alma mater, Winston-Salem State. I constantly contribute to African-American causes. I've done so for years, and I will continue to do so. And it's not just with my mouth, but it's also with my wallet, and it's also with my time. And this, by the way, is with me not having a 3-year, $30 million deal that I'm presently under, where I'm getting, a $14 million guaranteed and an $8 million signing bonus, meaning money up front. I don't have that kind of cash. I'm not that well off and that affluent, but I do what I can. Now let me get to the issue of, as he said, alluding to me just running my mouth. I'm also a part of the Disney Dreamers Academy, where we're helping impoverished individuals and people on the come up, trying to give them opportunities as an education. I'm also a part of the mentoring program with Steve Harvey and others. I've mentored many, many individuals myself. I always have and I always will. And I don't have to throw out names of young African Americans that are in this business and are in other businesses who have reached out to me constantly and vice versa, who have received my assistance. I am not an individual that just comes on the air and bloviates and talk. I actually have a resume. I actually have credentials, which is why people come to me. And as a result, I'm willing to help. And in terms of the John Carloses of the world and others he's alluded to speaking to, you don't think I've spoken to John Carlos? How about Dr. Harry Edwards? How about John Wooten? How about an abundance of individuals that were pioneers during the civil rights era that are still alive? The Jesse Jacksons of the world, the Al Sharptons of the world. How about individuals and contemporaries in our business, like the Joe Madisons of the world, the Black Eagle, like the Pulitzer Prize winner Karen Hunter? How about Dr. Michael Eric Dyson? What about Mark Lamont Hill? The bevy of other individuals of African-American descent. I mean, we can even go the route of talking about individuals that are in the health industry. There's a best-selling author by the name of J.J. Smith, who's one of the best in the business and one of my dearest friends. She's making noise in a different way, contributing to health in the African-American community, since he's so concerned about feeding and providing nutrition to others. Maybe he should reach out to her and see what kind of assistance she could provide. These are all things that I have been a part of throughout my life, throughout my professional career. I'm not somebody that advertises it, because I don't feel the need to do so, because I believe that when your heart's in the right place, you don't have to sit there and talk about those things that you should actually be doing. My last point that I want to get to is simply this. It doesn't change the focus of what my comments were, sir. I believe that Colin Kaepernick came across as an individual who was hypocritical because after all that noise he made, he didn't vote, and he announced to the world he wasn't voting. The only regret, the only incendiary comment I made towards Michael Bennett was I said, "What the hell has happened to you?" I can take that back and apologize. I said nothing else wrong. I am more than willing to join him in anything that helps our community. I, too, plan on starting a foundation in regards to illiteracy within the next year or so. There's a lot of things that I want to do. I just don't talk about it all the time. But I'm sitting up here in this seat, sir, because I have a resume spanning 2 decades that has earned me the right to be sitting here. And as a conduit of conversation, as a provocateur, rather, of dialogue, I go about the business of trying to give a voice to the voiceless and to make sure that things and issues that need to be heard and talked about are talked about. It's why the Michael Bennetts of the world matter, because you have individuals like me who point to individuals like him and say he should matter. I have never said that athletes don't know anything. I have never denigrated athletes in that regard. I have a resume spanning almost 25 years where I have been an adamant supporter of athletes and the charitable things that they do. Unfortunately, we live in a time where you're so sensitive to every little thing that's said that you want to gloss over that. But you play football on Sundays. I sit up here every day, and I will continue to do exactly what I've been doing. And if you want to try to minimize it, good luck with that. It won't work.